guys, I'm going to the Mariner in Mystic, Connecticut. The Amtrak dropped me off in New London, so my Uber's about like 5 minutes away. So I just want to like share with you, how good their steak is. They have a $40 steak at the Mariner, and then also they have really awesome mozzarella sticks and chicken wings. And I also want to try out a couple of desserts. And also, like, if I have some time, I'm going to do some, like, sunset photography over in Mystic. So I'll tell you how awesome those things are. Is it office center or not? Is it worth the $40 price for the steak, So guys, here's the mozzarella sticks, and they look really, really awesome. And they're actually circular, so I've never seen that before. And I like that because it's very distinct. And then they also have sauce on the bottom. So therefore, when you cut it with a knife and fork, eat it in a fine dining type of way. Not like, regular mozzarella sticks you'd get at a movie theater or a $5 pizza place. This is a way for them to do mozzarella sticks and make it feel like fine dining. And then here are the buffalo wings. They're not chicken wings, buffalo wings. So, it's really, really good. They have a nice aroma to it. So, it's definitely filling up the air. People who are around me are gonna smell how these wings are, probably order some. They're nice enough to have a alcohol wipe for my hands, because obviously they get messy with wings. I also like the celery and the carrot. A lot of beautiful, vibrant colors, and they're respecting my request of extra blue cheese, because I'm an extra blue cheese guy. So what I have to say is that the mozzarella sticks is pretty anticlimactic. I would expect them to be more melty, more gooey. It definitely feels like a breaded coat of mozzarella instead of like super melty and whatever. Definitely that bacon on top, and they kind of like made this and just put it on a pan with like melted butter in it, just to kind of like give it more of a greasy type of taste, because you expect that with mozzarella sticks. I think that would be more appealing. Definitely, it's a work in progress. So the buffalo wings are really awesome here. They're salty, they're crisp, they have a spice to it, and have some grease to it. It honestly tastes like the Mariner doing buffalo wings like they know how to do it, which is really good. It's all positives. I do think that with their mozzarella sticks, I think the big difference is that maybe their mozzarella sticks feel very lean. They don't feel like a traditional American mozzarella stick. This does feel like a traditional American buffalo wing. So sometimes deviation isn't good. And I also think mozzarella sticks are also an Italian dish, and maybe it's more lean in Italy where it originated, but I definitely think that an American variation of mozzarella sticks would have been better, like being a little bit more fattening. So guys, this is the steak dinner, and it looks very, very appealing. Like, look at how great the steak is and how glistening it is. It's very, very sexy. And then you also have the arugula salad, and it's good because obviously if you're gonna have a meat course, it's good to have salad to force people to eat their vegetables, but also it's a good contrast to have, green and then more of a brownish or a steak we associate with the color red. And then I also appreciate them having French fries, because definitely when you think of American dishes, steak is usually you get a potato with steak, but I also like French fries because it kind of makes it feel more like you're going to this restaurant and you're getting an American dish versus some of the dishes which are purely Italian or purely seafood. So definitely the addition of French fries makes it American. They also have like ketchup, and I can't wait to try that out because some people do their ketchup right and make their own recipe. This is chimichurri, and I will provide you guys a list of what's inside of it. I believe from memory there's red wine, there's oregano, there's garlic, and a few other things. But, I can't wait to try it, and it's supposed to go all over the steak, which I will do. A little chewy, but I'm not really that much of a steak person, so this is my first time actually ordering a steak at a restaurant. But it's definitely really good. It's crisp, it has a nice amount of salt to it. very meaty, and definitely this chimichurri sauce adds an aroma to it. And I'm very happy with how the chimichurri sauce really adds to the steak. It kind of gives it a little bit more moisture, and also olive oil is a really good ingredient. Like honestly, Frank Pepe's, the reason why Frank Pepe's is so good is they put a lot of olive oil on their pizza, and definitely having the wine, the vegetables, and the garlic, and the olive oil sauce, it really adds to the steak, and that's really good. And I think it's really the only steak place that does it, so it's definitely really awesome. I've actually seen some places with mint jelly, but you know, I'll try to find one of those places with mint jelly on steak. I'll try that out. So I'm about halfway done with the steak, and I would have to say is that I'm starting to feel a little full, but you know what? I really need to finish this because the steak is very, very delicious. And when I ate it, I didn't feel, how should I kind of say this? The appetizers made me really, really full, but just eating the steak itself, I don't feel too full, like it's super greasy, or it has like other things that people do with food to make it feel more like fattening. You know, it's definitely more about having really good flavors. And I'm happy to try this out. This is actually one of my most favorite dishes. Definitely superior than the pasta dish that they had, and I actually am very excited to see the options that they have on the dinner menu for tomorrow. You know, chicken parmesan is one of my favorite things to get, so I can't wait to try that out tomorrow. And they do steaks very well here. I totally would say that this is a must recommend. The thing with the arugula salad, they could definitely put like maybe more like maybe green peppers or red peppers, like something that's a vegetable with a color, not just like dumping a green salad on a plate, just so it feels a little bit more special. I know some people who go to steakhouses and they would actually put all their French fries on their steak. Maybe I'll try that next time to give it a different texture. Because when you're eating meat, especially like a steak takes a while to eat, and if it's just a steak flavor, it can be a little overwhelming. So that's why, you know, people put like you know, like sauces on it, or some people put potatoes on it just to kind of break up the taste of the steak. The ketchup is all right. I definitely think that I've had better ketchup before. Definitely the one at Geronimo's, that they have the best ketchup there. There's a bit of like a Tabasco taste to it, in my opinion. Like there's a bit of a bitter taste, but it makes it taste a little different. But it's not like a bad bitter. It's like maybe like a Tabasco type of bitter to it. A little spicy, so I probably think we put a little Tabasco in this. Yeah, so here is the cannolis, and I really appreciate this because the cannolis are really bite-sized. So obviously when you have these really big dinners, it's something very filling like a steak, you want to have something small. So it's not like some of the cannolis I've seen in New York City or on Arthur Avenue where they're super like fat or whatever like that. So I appreciate them, just having them be the right size. And right here is the dessert. I think it's like supposed to be like a shortcake type of thing, but there's whipped cream on top, a big dollop, and then there's a biscuit, and then there's some strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, and I can't wait to try this one out. I really appreciate the colors. You know, red, white, and blue. It more so makes me think of the French flag versus the American flag, but you know, I can't wait to try this dish, and it's also really healthy because you're getting your berry dosing. The strawberry ice cream, it doesn't have a lot of flavor to it. It's not super sweet, but it does have a hint of strawberry to it. There's not really emphasis on sugar with this. This is more of like a light dessert, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, they're really good. Creamy. It has nice bites with the cannoli shell. And I also appreciate the chocolate chips. You know, it has a great unison. So guys, I had a really great experience with the Mariner today, and they have some really awesome dishes. So what I really want to say is that I'm definitely planning on coming back here tomorrow and reviewing things on their lunch menu. There's cheesecake, and then there's also tiramisu for dessert options. And for lunch, I want to get chicken parmesan, which is my favorite pasta dish of all time, and I also like my cheeseburgers, so I want to get both of those. I may come back here another time as well, maybe in December, because, I definitely just don't like going to restaurants over and over and over. Like, maybe 3 times in a row is good, but if you do it like 5 times, 6 times, 7 times in a row, it becomes another shade of vanilla. Absence make the heart grow fonder. This dish was actually way better than the dish that I had the other day with like the pasta and whatever. I really appreciate the options, and the Mariner has some really great options. So as I said before, and I'll say it again, after drop my napkin, after waiting 3-4 years to come here, it was well worth the wait. So definitely this is a great place if you go to Mystic, Connecticut. Get some money at the casino, win some money at the casino. You got to spend it here. It's money well spent.